Ay, vey.
We ball.
It's gonna start on an amazing image watch. Amazing image watch.
Give me a moment.
Amazing image watch.
Give me a moment. Come on.
Should be live.
Again with this Harry.
Well,
Anyway, you couldn't like at least get a picture of like the bat nipples or something.
The back credit card.
I mean, this was not even planned. I just switched to a different scene on OBS.
Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Ew, gross. That's even worse. Okay, so welcome folks to another episode of Story Time with Scrappy and Friends. This is episode 114 officially, I believe. Like we'll find out later. Oh, it's 115 apparently. Unless Harry miscounted again.
It should be fine. It should be right.
When will Harry learn to count?
When he learns to stop playing Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric.
Yeah, boy. I assume this episode is gonna be like super short, right? So
I don't know, man. It's like past 2 in the morning for you. I think we're just gonna drag it out for 2 hours.
oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's gonna be the longest episode we've ever done. It's gonna be great. Yeah, let's just.
I'm happy to see, this is totally unrelated to anything of our story, I'm just happy to see like people still congregating around the Wii U's community.
Yeah.
Wow, those are some nice character redesigns. They should make a show about them.
Christ.
So, welcome folks to Storytime with Scrappy and Friends. I'm Scrappy Fan 92, and the two people who I've held hostage are Harry and Raideran. Or rather, I'm not holding Raideran hostage. Xenosaga Episode 1 is holding him hostage at the moment.
Nope. I turned the console off because I am ill-prepared for this boss fight.
Yeah.
So, 10 out of 10 then, right?
Yep. 10 out of 10 game, just like I expected.
Alright,
Truly deserved the 7 games it was planned to have.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to that idea. Like, if you have a story to finish, you have a story to finish.
Yeah.
Well, Namco said no to it.
Namco, that's because Namco burned a bunch of their money on those games. Have you seen those cutscenes? Money.
So this is kind of a spur of the moment thing, because the original plan for today isn't happening. So this is the very last minute change of plans.
Yeah, you still have the title of the stream labeled as Team Fortress 2 Ceasefire Days Part 2.
Oh, for God's sake! I know I forgot about something. Oops.
You know they can help.
Oh, Harry.
They are. They're waiting for the
Okay,
area to be safe.
it should
Then they'll open the
be
gate for
changed
us.
now.
There we go. Yes, our original plan was to continue the Team Fortress 2 fanfic Ceasefire Days, but unfortunately our key members are missing.
Yeah. We don't have the right people held hostage today.
And yeah, we had... Yeah, but, well, we were bored, so we decided to just read an episode and kind of get our future plans kind of in order, so to speak. So we pulled from the archives again, if you want to say. Is that what we call it? Pulled from the pile. Something that Harry had recommended like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that he apparently had not read in the interim, so I had to just quickly go through it.
Yeah.
So this is a Batman fan fiction that's just based loosely on the Batman Wayne Family Adventures webcomic. If you aren't familiar with Wayne Family Adventures, congratulations, you are probably me. From what I've heard, it's just kind of what it sounds like. Batman and his Bat family are patrolling Gotham, fighting criminals, and having slice of life adventures in between. Just a lighthearted take on the Caped Crusader and his supporting cast. And if you want a primer of what Batman is, watch Darker Knight. Watch our episodes on Darker Knight.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the greatest showcase of what Batman is.
So yeah, watch the episodes on Darker Knight at your own risk.
Whoa, look at the size of that door.
Today's story is a relatively low-key tale of Bruce Wayne and his various obsessions. Its title is Bad Ideas Taped on Corkboard, a one-shot fic that is written by a person named Karabesh. Karabish? I do not know how to pronounce that. It was published on July 14th, 2022. Yeah, the summary is as follows. Not Batman. Bruce tries to plan tonight's patrol teams. Keyword tries. And there's only 3 characters with speaking roles, so we're just going to get right into it. This is Bad Ideas Taped on Corkboard by Karabesh.
Let's get through this gate.
Bruce groaned as he switched to name tags on the board once again. A stress-induced headache started almost an hour ago and steadily grew until he wanted to call it an almost migraine. With a tired sigh, Bruce rubbed between his eyes in a futile attempt to release the pressure hiding inside his skull. If it would just not be so annoying. If he could just simply... Why couldn't it just be simple? Why did they choose to have kids?
Busy planning, I see, Mr. Bruce.
Chimed the voice of Alfred over his shoulder.
No.
Bruce tastefully ignored the hidden sass. Instead, he grabbed the teacup that was presented to him and took a deep breath. Chamomile-scented steam rose into his nose and helped to, at least somewhat, soothe his aching head and tensed shoulders. Yes, Alfred, thank you. Bruce grumbled and took a sip from the steaming cup. He almost burned his tongue and lips. And the stress was back up. Great.
Might I inquire what seems to be the problem with tonight's patrol?
Alfred asked as he stepped up to the board and studied it meticulously. 7 names written on cardboard were pinned to the cork surface, waiting to be mixed and sent out. Tonight's patrol plans, still in the works. Only 20 minutes until he would get the first irritating comments in the family chat group. That's when he was supposed to tell his kids who would team up with whom. It would be so easy. They would just, for once, just freaking behave. But not tonight. No. Oh no, not tonight. Tonight was special. Tonight was rare. Because tonight, Bruce Wayne would have to attend the annual Gotham School Funding Gala. And Bruce Wayne would make an appearance because Bruce Wayne has 5 children and 2 children in almost semi-foster care, and therefore Bruce Wayne knows that education is important. And Bruce Wayne doesn't miss an important event. But the company's stakeholders are watching. Or the press is watching. Or society is watching. He really ought to have opted for the public personality of a social shut-in. Everything would be so easy. Simple. Just simple. Life could have been simple. Life could have been simple if he didn't choose to have 7 kids running around and being little menaces. Well, 6 kids running around, and 1 sitting on a couch and pouting over a pulled muscle. He remembered the video in a chat group. It was deleted by now, but he was sure that everyone saved the clip to their own devices. Bruce certainly did. In the only 1-minute-long clip, Dick Grayson was showing off, doing backflips until he managed a split landing on 2 metal handrails, grinning smugly into the camera and loudly proclaiming, "Now your turn, Jay." Then the railing let out a loud creaking noise and immediately snapped, and Dick's leg was no longer supported. With an undignified scream, half of his body vanished behind a ledge, while his other foot got stuck in a remaining metal railing. Jason snorted, and the video stopped as the phone was turned away in a blur. Luckily, Dick broke no bones. But he did manage to get a serious muscle strain in the right side of his gluteus maximus and gluteus medius. And a heaping handful of family schadenfreude. At least 2 weeks of recommended rest. 2 weeks of no Nightwing. Damn it.
Like only I can reach this area.
Bruce groaned again and moved Dick's name tag to the upper corner of the board and away from the rest of the group. There went the mediator,
Perfect and graceful.
which left Alfred hummed knowingly behind him. Duke said he wanted to join the patrol tonight, but I can't place him, Bruce admitted while grinding his teeth. Thanks to his kids, he would soon need another dentist appointment. If I pair Duke with Tim and Jason, or Tim and Damien, Duke will constantly be caught in the crossfire. And I can't send out Tim, Jason, and Damien in a group because at least 2 will gang up on the third. And I would like to have a calm night and not return early to the cave because I have to patch up my 3 idiotic sons who had to fight behind a Denny's at 2 a.m. For emphasis, Bruce moved the 3 name tags further apart. And I can't pair Damien with Steph because I overheard her promise that they would break into the petting zoo during their next patrol together. If I do this, Damien will have at least 5 new pets by tomorrow. If I let Cass or Duke join them, they'll only be roped into it. They will only be roped into it. And if Jason is there, they will attempt to break into the regular zoo to steal an elephant. Or a crocodile. Or something else that just needs the qualification big. Behind him, Bruce heard the soft clinking of porcelain and a teacup being filled. If I pair Steph with Tim, they'll simply gossip the whole night, and if I pair Steph with Cass alone, they'll sneak off to the movies and declare it another date night. If I add Duke to that, he'll feel like a literal third wheel.
You could add Master Timothy to this setup. Then Master Duke would not feel left out.
Alfred offered. We can't do that, Alfred. The 3 of them will only corrupt Duke's innocence. Bruce could practically hear the rising eyebrow of the butler. But Bruce knew. Bruce knew what happened with the Teen Titans and Young Justice. Bruce knew what they were hiding from him. At least he thinks he does. Teenagers are all the same unhinged little gremlins. And Bruce knew that. Because he has 6 of them. Sometimes 7.
If you are so eager to make this a good experience for Master Duke,
Alfred chimed in and refilled the cup in Bruce's hand.
then perhaps I suggest a team up with only Miss Cassandra or Master Jason. In fact, I do think that you are overthinking the problem, Master Bruce.
Bruce only gripped his hair. He didn't want to know how many gray hairs his children had already caused him. And right now, he would like to rip it all out in frustration. Alfred, I don't know which kind of disaster we are inviting, but I know that it is coming. I know my kids, Alfred. They plan something. They always plan something. I can smell it. A towel smacked him into the back of his head.
Well, Master Bruce, I can certainly smell you, which is why I came down here as well. I would like to remind you to take a shower before you attend tonight's gala. It is unbecoming of a gentleman such as yourself to reek of sweat, stress, and desperation due to overplanning your children. Take a shower and let me handle the team planning for the patrol.
Bruce huffed and his shoulders sunk in defeat. All right. He knew it just spelled disaster. Would any of you kids like to explain to me why Russian hard base is blasting through the entire Gotham LexCorp building since 4 o'clock in the morning? 6 pairs of innocent eyes looked up from their breakfast and feigned ignorance. I found a TikTok of all of you dancing on the roof. 6 chairs were now empty in record-breaking time. Bruce knew it was a bad idea. And that is the end of Bad Ideas taped on corkboard.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Well,
I feel like there should be a part 2 to this.
And here are the notes from Kara Besh. This is just stupid and was only written to distract me from another fic.
Mood.
This is basically fanfic fast food. Unnecessary and without any real value. But I had fun.
Oh, that's the greatest way to describe a fanfic I've ever heard.
sometimes you just need fast food.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of craving McDonald's right now.
Oh, I haven't had a McDonald's in a while. I don't usually eat at fast food restaurants.
Congrats, Harry. You'll outlive me.
And me.
I mean, I don't usually eat out, period, but, you know.
Well, I like the story.
Yeah. I do like the idea of a Batman just kind of fed up with all of them. Say on freaking teenagers, man.
I mean,
But-
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame a man. Teenagers are tough to deal with.
I don't know how old the sidekicks are in Wayne Family Adventures, but I would presume Grayson is at least like an adult at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But that's generally how like modern Bat Family dynamics work with like the whole crew, because Dick Grayson was the oldest first Robin, so he's generally like the oldest son and by far the most responsible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like just I feel like you don't get a pardon me. I feel like you don't get a complete like a complete look at Bruce Wayne's psyche without kind of focusing on his relationships with his family.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's often strained. This one's a story that plays that for laughs, though. Played for laugh. Did Knuckles just moon jump, or am I crazy?
I don't know. This game is a work of art.
I mean, Knuckles can infinite jump.
Not in. I don't know if he can still do that. I'm pretty sure they patched that.
Yeah, I think I heard something about that, but
Yeah.
I don't care. The infinite jump is funny.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's like one of the only things they patched.
I can't believe it.
Can't believe they
Okay.
made the game less fun.
What was I saying? Okay, so yeah, you get just a pretty lighthearted look at how Batman just has to deal with his kids and his general, I guess, control freak tendencies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't blame. Like, I sympathize with the guy. Like, trying to pair up your sidekicks for patrols in Gotham is like, look, I see myself trying to like coordinate actors for story time in this.
Yeah.
Like, I am Batman.
I'm Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, not Alfred. Raider Randy did a good job as Alfred, so thank
Yeah,
you.
that was a good Alfred. Yeah, that was a. You got the.
I feel like I didn't sound old enough.
I think you got the like general demeanor down at the very least.
How old Alfred is really depends on the era and continuity.
Yeah.
I can beware the Batman. He just looks like a could probably pass for like a 40-something Jason Statham. So yeah, I enjoyed the story. Just kind of nice to see Batman's psyche in a like non-disturbing fashion for once.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't get and I like Bat Dad as a character,
Bad dad. Yeah.
so just happy to see a story kind of focus on that.
Oh my god.
I think it could be an entertaining idea with a longer form.
Yeah, this seems like the kind of story that would work really well as like a more like a proper story and not like a one shot. Because it seems, yeah, this seems like it feels like it was just getting started, to be honest with you.
I can see it like this being like an anthology, an anthology story, and this would just be one chapter out of several kind of just focusing on a day in the life. But I guess that's what the web comic itself is for.
Yeah.
So as is, it's works. I'm satisfied. Would be happy to see more, but I'm satisfied with what we have.
Mhm.
And yeah, but besides me being me, the reason why I maybe kind of stuttered a bit more with stumbled a bit more with the reading was that all the text, the majority of the text was in present tense, which kind of threw me off.
Right.
I was just quote unquote correcting it into past tense in real time.
You switched a lot of it back to past tense.
Yeah, I did that for most of the non-dialogue text stuff that was technically stuff that could probably just pass for being Bruce's monologues. I kept in present tense if I remembered.
Mhm.
It's like admittedly, I like the story. Does kind of admittedly read almost more like script directions at times.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really have much to say. It was but like I really like the
Yeah, I mean, it's
concept
pretty
of
short.
this.
Pretty.
Like we didn't get. I mean, again, Nightwing's the only like sidekick who has any dialogue, but I do like that we just get just a decent showcase of the other characters' personalities, even if we don't really see them.
Mhm.
Like I may be behind, I guess, on Wayne Family Adventures or I guess Batman comics in general, but I feel like a line from Bruce about Steph and Cass or Steph and Tim feels like some character names got switched around.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what they do in Wayne Family Adventures. Maybe Steph and Cass are the ones who date.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess as our first quote unquote proper Batman fic, this was decent. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Maybe we'll find. Maybe someday we'll find like a longer story, a longer Batman thing. That's not like a joke thing again.
I mean, I'm sure like there's tons of that.
Yeah, we just
like,
haven't really looked. Yeah.
the thing with Batman is that you can do whatever you want because the characters had so many interpretations.
Oops.
So
Oh, whatever.
that would certainly be interesting. I actually do wonder what like the ratio of like original I mean, all of it's different continuity, but you know what I mean. What the ratio of like I guess specifically different continuities to like continuations of established continuities is for Batman fan fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Because this one is meant to be loosely based off of a pre-existing, officially sanctioned DC webcomic. So I wonder how many like Batman stories are like just doing their own thing that aren't like really tied to any prior incarnation.
Yeah.
And that's actually something we could maybe. That is maybe an interesting thing we could discuss just as a matter of. I don't know, just a different, an interesting venue of discussion for how which franchises kind of tend to have the most original flavor fanfic, I guess,
Hmm.
or not necessarily even original flavor, just of stories that at least try to fit into the continuity of a specific incarnation, even if they like kind of are tonally different otherwise.
So is that it? Is there anything else?
Well, since we're here, I guess we can just kind of give another primer on the project. Yes, folks. I'm still working on the Great Disney Games and getting things done behind the scenes to try and get it in as good a condition as possible, and that includes getting promos. So I'm actually gonna try and play a promo that was recorded by one of the actors.
Oh, right, yeah.
For the love of Pete, may this please play the audio
Okay.
correctly.
Should be fine. As long as you do it the same way we got it.
Okay, I'm on the screen share.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Greetings from across the pond. I'm Cadpig, 1 out of 101 Dalmatians, and voiced by Lana Rose in the Great Disney Games. Heroes and hooligans are set to compete in the strangest ensemble work I've ever seen, where goodwill among animals and their pets prevails, or something of that sort. I'm 101% sure that I will provide the sage, stable presence that my team needs to crush all opponents. I'd like to strike that from the record. The Great Disney Games, coming to Storytime soon. Ish. I'd better be getting paid for the promo.
Lovely.
Awesome.
All right, I hope everyone was able to hear that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lana Rose for providing the vocals of Cadpig. And she recorded another promo. You all will hear that down the line.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, Scrappy sent me these as well, so I've also heard these in my own time, so.
I'm not involved in the BTS of this. I'm just here to read.
Yeah, we should fix that. Yes, more promo lines will be coming down the line when they are recorded and I have money.
Yeah.
Excuse me. That's just a little sample of what you will be hearing for the Great Disney Games. Enjoy that nice professional audio compared to everything else we do.
It's gonna be so funny hearing all the guest actors and stuff, and with like all the professional audio and like clear voices and what have you, and then we're our goofy asses with like just like really all over the place audio levels.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, we didn't really. I guess we didn't really introduce Lana Rose to anyone.
No, we haven't.
We
Yeah,
haven't introduced any of the guest readers, I don't think.
Yeah, I've only really
Unless
like
unless you've been following the casting call club, yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
No one knows who's voicing who. We are going to
No.
have a social media post explaining that, and maybe a separate video.
Yeah.
Like I have the majority of characters cast, but it's a matter of finalizing a few more and getting visuals up for Harry to put on. I don't know, Twitter, Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
Do either of you use Blue Sky?
No.
I never even had a Twitter account, so no.
I mean, honestly, that's probably for the best.
Like I might get a Blue Sky account. I will not get a Twitter account.
I mean, the freaking website is like going down the crapper more and more like every passing day. So
So yes, Lana Rose is the voice of Cadpig, and good grief, she killed it in her audition.
yeah. Yeah, I sent it to you through DMs, but like she definitely gives off a like a Disney promo kind of vibe with her voice. So you know it fits.
Yeah, she's provided her I guess her personal website is up to date. She is actually quite young, and she's
Oh, really?
got plenty of time to like, go even further.
That's okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know what her goals are exactly, but if she does want to do voiceover stuff seriously, then yeah, she has the voice for it. She just needs to like practice and you know, yeah, words.
You're optimistic, is all you're saying.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I can tell she has the raw talent for it. It's just, you know, a matter of going the extra mile.
Excuse me. Yeah, she's going places, so I'm just going to what's the word? Enjoy working with her while I can.
Yeah.
Yes, we will have a proper, I guess, casting announcement in due time. Just still trying to fill in a few more vacancies.
Yeah.
Like, hi folks, do you want to voice Daisy Duck? The role's open.
Sure, totally get Joey to voice her.
Oh God.
What is the so what is the current state of the story?
I'm like 99% certain I explained this on Discord while my internet cut out like 5 times in a row, so I don't want to say it again. Chapter 2 is being outlined because I actually was not outlining until technically this morning. I just did Chapter 1 kind of off the cuff.
Mm-hmm. How long
I was like 500 words. I shouldn't have to do. I don't need an outline for that. So yes, we're working on Chapter 2 now. It's once I stop getting fatigued randomly, I should be able to write it.
Yeah. So Yeah, it should be fun.
Oh, and I guess I did finally get an update to the logo that I had done like months back.
Mm.
So that's something. We'll probably use that as the thumbnail for at least the first video of the story proper.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do next. What?
No, yeah, I was just gonna ask, is like, about that, yeah.
As for what we do next episode, well, to be determined. I thought we'd have a full house today. We did not.
Yeah, we didn't expect Ped to be kidnapped by good old football.
The football players have taken him.
Group of football players.
They've picked
Grab
him
the
up and carried
princess.
him off.
Yeah. And Tanner's doing who knows what.
Anna is recovering from medical issues.
Oh, he is? I didn't know that. Well, I guess we'll figure things out. We definitely have options at the very least.
Indubitably. So we will return on a day and read something.
Pretty much. You want me to just stop there then?
I guess so. I just wish all of you a peaceful September. And we will see you next time.
Adios.